Have you ever been in a selling situation where you did a great job in the discovery meeting and then you got to the presentation meeting only to see the prospect a bit aloof and maybe even bored? This is a common issue that many salespeople face. And even if you don't face it, if you're really being honest with yourself, you could probably do a better job of engaging prospects during your presentation meetings. Fair? Engaging your prospect during the presentation is a critical step to ultimately closing the sale. And if you're losing their interest, you are dead in the water. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 4 steps to keeping your prospect engaged and excited during your sales presentations. Check it out. Number 1, only present to the challenges that the prospect mentioned. Now, we salespeople tend to get really passionate about our offering, about all the things that we can do. And this is a great thing because it means that you're proud of what you do. So feel free to tell your friends and your family all about what you offer and what you do. However, your prospects don't care. And by the way, your family probably doesn't care either, but your prospects really don't care. All they care about is solving the challenges that are holding them back, nothing else. So don't present every bell and whistle that your offering has. Only present what is directly relevant to solving the challenges that they mentioned during your thorough discovery meeting. Number 2, use a case study presentation. So for more than 100 years, salespeople have been taught to give feature and benefit presentations. You know, it all started actually with the National Cash Register NCR Primer. It's a selling system that was actually developed in the late 1800s. Yes, that's right. Feature and benefit selling actually goes back to the year 1887. Well, needless to say, that approach simply doesn't work as well as it once did. You know, prospects are so prepared for the features and benefits, plus there's simply a better way. And that better way is a case study presentation. The case study presentation is really the act of presenting your offering by sharing brief case studies or examples, or even a real layman's term, stories of how you've worked with others and how you've gotten them results. So in basic terms, a case study will include you sharing the basic challenges that your client had before, what you ultimately did to solve those issues briefly, and then what the results were. By framing your presentation around case studies, you're actually telling a story rather than bogging people down with information that they really don't care about. Number 3, get feedback throughout. Most presentations are one-way dialogues that can go on for many minutes without the salesperson having any clue how the prospect is reacting to and feels about what's being said. This is really a huge pitfall. So in order to avoid this, it's time to end any description of your offering during the presentation with a quick feedback-inducing question. Does that make sense? Now, time out. Do you see what I just did? I got feedback, and you're probably, as you're watching this video, nodded. Can you see what I'm actually doing here? I did it again, but seriously, do you get what I mean? Okay. Now, every time you share any information on your offering during a presentation, you should get into the habit of asking for feedback. During a presentation, I would do this at least 20 times. But seriously, I mean, doesn't that make sense? Number 4, present less. This is a simple idea that will make you a lot of money. If you were to break up a sales process by the amount of time you spend in each phase of your process, discovery should be about 70 to 80% of the entire sales interaction. The presentation should be no more than 30%, and ideally it should be actually much less. This is, by the way, the total opposite of old school traditional selling. You want to keep your presentations very short. Only present to the challenges that they mentioned in discovery. Share those case studies and get tons of feedback throughout. By doing this, the prospect is going to feel far more engaged in what you're sharing. I mean, does that make sense? So there are the 4 steps to keep your prospect engaged and excited during your presentations. I want to hear from you. Which of these ideas did you find most useful? Be sure to share below in the comment section to get involved in the conversation. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have this awesome free ebook on 25 tips to crush your sales goals. Just click right here. Seriously, it's an amazing book and it's free. Just click right here. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube because that really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking right here to get access to a new video just like this one each and every week.